We wish him well. He's going to make that announcement tomorrow. Chief Meteorologist Scott Paget, he and his parents are in Orlando. There's a lot different things going on there than here.
Yeah, shorts and T-shirts and sunscreen needed there. We need the parkas, the gloves, the scarves, the hats, and everything you can do to stay warm. And what's interesting is looking at the satellite and radar tonight, a little bit of light sleet has popped up. I don't expect any accumulation on the roadways. I don't expect any problems at all, but it's been interesting to watch for tonight. I'm impressed that this is able to happen because we have really dry air continuing to make its way into parts of North Texas. So maybe some light sleet pellets in the northeast sides of Collin County holding together, also up near Leonard, near Wolf City, north sides there of Hunt County. So widening out the view again, and I want to point out off towards the Sherman area, we also have some of that light sleet holding on, but widening out the view even more, some snow made its way through parts of Wichita Falls. You notice as that's interacting with the dry air, that coverage is starting to just dissipate a bit more. But the Futurecast shows any of that activity lifting its way off to the northeast. So the bigger story is the cold air in place. These are the weather headlines you really need to know, and what we've been tracking all week long. Wind chills into the single digits tomorrow morning. If you're up between 6, 7, 8 in the morning, it's going to be one of those times you let the dog out and they're going to go, nope. But you're going to want them to make sure that they take care of their business and are going for that walk in the morning. Definitely bundle up. There's going to be a brief warm-up for Tuesday, but don't let that fool you. It's going to be followed by another cold front dropping our morning temperatures below freezing. And we're going to be cold around out the week before yet another front next week, which will then bring in cooler temperatures again. 24-hour temperature change in some spots. We are 40 degrees colder than this time last night. So let's just paint the picture. Here we are at 10:15 this morning. Temperatures low to the mid-60s. We did make it into the 70s for this afternoon, and then by the time we go into the late afternoon hours, in the 30s to the 40s. And then overnight tonight, we're going to see these temperatures dropping. We're at 23 in Denton to 27 right now in Dallas to 19 in Bowie. But it feels like 8 in Bridgeport. It feels like 8 in Denton. It feels like 9 right now in Fort Worth to 13 in Dallas. You know what? Talking about the cold, the 4Ps, people, pets, plants, and pipes. Hopefully you've already covered up the pipes outside, the plants outside. Bring the pets in, make sure they have some water, warm bedding, and make sure you check on your elderly neighbors. Make sure that the heat's going, definitely dressing in warm layers, because tomorrow morning the Futurecast shows our temperatures upper teens to the low 20s. And then I want to point out that 20 degrees tonight, coldest air this season, the first time below freezing since DFW reached the freezing mark on December 12th. We've not been colder than the freezing mark so far this season, and that feels like temperature. That's also the big story. This forecast model, 3 to possibly 7 or 8 degrees across the Metroplex tomorrow morning. Across North Texas, also the same story, possibly feeling like 8 to near 11 degrees. So it's going to be a really cold start to your day. And then as we go through the day, hour by hour, a lot of sunshine's in the forecast. That wind will die down. However, still is going to be near about 20 miles per hour sustained into the afternoon hours. I'm only forecasting 39 degrees. But what's interesting, it will feel below freezing the whole entire day. Possibly starting to lessen a little bit for us, what that feels like going into the early evening hours. So wind chills again, 7 to 18 degrees depending on where you are in parts of North Texas, and some spots slightly colder. But look at Monday morning, 24 degrees. So that cold air is in place. We do make it to 47. There's that brief warm up on Tuesday I told you about. Don't let that fool you, because then we're back down to temperatures in the 50s to then below freezing on Thursday and Friday morning. 43 Thursday, Friday high 48. We're back to 61 degrees on Saturday. Then we have another cold front moving through. So a parade of fronts on the way. We've been wanting this cold air in place. And Desmond, I wanted it for football weather. Didn't happen for us, but now it's happening here in January.